In this tutorial, we'll talk about simplifying algebraic expressions. Recall that the terms of an algebraic expression are separated by a plus or minus symbols. Like terms have the same variables with the same exponents, and constant terms are like terms that always have the same value. So, example down here, -1 always has the value -1. +2 always has the value +2. There isn't a variable with it, so they always remain the same value. In our example, we have a minus sign here, a plus sign here, a plus sign here, and a minus sign there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different terms. And let's say I'm just going to add one for fun. So what if I added plus 7xy squared? So we said that like terms have the same variables and the same exponents. So let's take a look. 3x squared has an x squared term, and positive 4x squared has x squared. And nothing else has an x squared in it, so there's no other like terms for x squared. So 3 and 4 make a positive 7x squared. Then if we look at positive 2 and minus a -1, 2 minus 1 is a positive 1. And then I'm going to look at -9xy has the same letters as 7xy squared, except the y in -9xy is not squared. So it cannot be combined with xy squared because they aren't the same. So in this case, 7xy squared and -9xy are not like terms and have to remain separate. So if we were to simplify, that would be our simplification. So we need to simplify an algebraic expression. That means we need to combine like terms by adding or subtracting their coefficients. Those are the numbers in front of the letters. And if they are equivalent, then they are exactly the same terms when they are simplified. In letter A, we're going to look for things that are like, and we usually start with squared. So I'm going to look at positive 2d squared and a negative 10d squared gives me negative 8d squared. And if I look at negative 9d, I look for something else with a d, well I have a positive 4d, so negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5d. And then I have negative 7c and positive 8c. 8 minus 7 is a positive 1c. And if you would like to write it as negative 8d squared minus 5d plus c, those are the same thing. We don't have to write the 1 in front of the c if we don't want to, so we can write either one. Letter B, we see that we have parentheses, so we need to get rid of the parentheses first. That means distribute. So we have 6mn squared negative 9 times 3. So we have negative 27mn. Negative 9 times 6 is negative 54mn. Negative 3m and negative 6n squared. Negative times a negative is a positive 18. And then we have mn squared. And then negative 3m times negative 4n is a positive 12mn. And then we'll start looking for like terms. So I have 6mn squared. So I'm going to look for something else that's mn squared, and I have positive 18. So 6 and 18 make 24mn squared. And then I have minus 27mn and minus 54mn and plus 12mn. So we're going to combine 54 and 27 and get negative 81 mn, and then we add 12 to that, and negative 81 and 12 is negative 69 mn. So simplified would be this.